Just asking about the Brady thing because it feels different. We're going to get to the Lions top of the hour. And I got another note. I can't get enough of this. I can't let go of Monday Night Football with what Nathaniel Hackett did. Have you guys seen the comments about Russell Wilson from Richard Sherman? Really interesting. I want to get to those in a minute. David, take a text.
The Tampa Bay defense is the real deal, and I expect Tom Brady and the Bucs to make a deep playoff run in a watered-down NFC. He's not done.
Okay. NFC's watered down. I agree. But, David, here's the other thing. Chris Godwin, I never understand why teams rush guys back. Rico said this about Jameson Williams, and we may differ a little bit on, week 12, week 8, but neither of us was sitting here going, rush him back right now.
Week 4, yeah.
Why was Chris Godwin in that game? Only to come back in the first game and get hurt again. You'll never convince me it's unrelated. And by the way, Julio Jones looked good, right? Take a picture. That'll last about 10 minutes. He never stays healthy. No Gronk. Julio's made of plastic. Godwin's hurt already. I don't know, man. And that O-line is bad. It's bad.
It is. I mean, that's any type of pressure, and Brady was just going down.
All right, Ryan Jensen hurt. Kappa free agency. Donovan Smith got hurt. I don't know, man. Tough. Sorry. Keep going, David.
Mike Rico, I agree with David. Brady looked like a guy who missed a big part of training camp. He isn't as good as he was, but he's better than what he showed on Sunday night, though.
I can live with that opinion. I can live with that.
But I'm looking at the team surrounding him. I'm not saying that he's bad, but when everything around you is falling apart,
I wonder.
And you got enough money, you have enough. What is Brady's motivation anymore? I mean, he's a professional. He's not going to quit, but he's chasing nothing right now.
You're basically turning him into Stoney. Meandering around and doesn't want to be at home. That's what you're saying about Tom Brady.
Yes.
Why don't we just get to it?
Yes. Brady doesn't want to go home. He just shows up. Hey, who wants donuts? Who wants coffee? I'll be here at 6 a.m. Who's here? Anybody?
I never thought we'd have a Tom Brady Stoney comp, but Rico has brought us there. Let's go to the people. We'll go to Mike in Detroit, 97.1. What's up, Mikey?
What's up, guys?
How are you?
Good. I listen to you guys every day, and I'm with David as well. Tom Brady's not out there to throw for 5,000 yards and 3 or 4 touchdowns and Patrick Mahomes' way through the season. The guy is a game manager, more like Brad Johnson this year. He's going to let his defense carry him, his running game carry him. We'll see him in the NFC Championship once again, and then he'll turn the lights on. The offensive line situation, they're decimated with injuries, but as you can see, they made adjustments. They slowed Micah Parsons down. The guy is full of veterans around his team. They will be there come playoff time.
I can't argue. Mike, I can't argue, but you know why we're bringing it up. We had to.
But, Mike, what I saw in the NFC Championship game last year, he didn't look the same.
He ain't Brad Johnson, though.
No, he's got a shorter neck.
I'm not saying that, but when it goes bad for football players, it goes quickly. And I thought that you saw the beginnings, you saw the cracks in the armor. Like, that didn't look like Tom Brady. He is literally bleeding on the field. Never seen him bleed before. It was like a bad 80s movie. He's like, he's bleeding. You can take him out now.
Is this where I bring up the Terminator? Is that what we're turning him into next? From Stoney to T-2000?
Yes.
I was going to give you a reference, Rico. It's like the Wolverine.
Yeah. When he gets old and he can no longer heal himself.
What happens with that?
He can't heal himself.
I don't care. So listen.
Well, that's what it looks like with Brady. He can't heal himself.
Right. You know what? Your mother.
Ooh, boy, nail, meat, hammer. All right. The Richard Sherman comments. I want to tell me if you believe this. Regarding Monday Night Football and the bizarre allowing the clock to run down before Nathaniel Hackett calls the timeout to settle for a 64-yarder. Richard Sherman said today, quote, Russell Wilson does not have the power to call that timeout without the sideline, close quote. Do you believe that? Rookie head coach, $250 million quarterback. So if Wilson called that timeout, I'm not telling you Nathaniel Hackett had to like it, but let's get one thing straight. Nathaniel Hackett works for Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson does not work for Nathaniel Hackett. This isn't Bill Belichick.
No, but see, here's the thing. I get what he's saying. Because it's a new relationship, you're trying to set boundaries. If Russell Wilson calls that timeout game one of your tenure,
you're setting guidelines.
You've basically said, I'm in control here. Hey, look at me. I'm the captain now.
Which would be the right thing to do.
Okay, but you got to live with this guy. You have to go every day. You have to see him, and you have now neutered your coach on day one.
Okay,
Now, if this is one of those things that, yes, if they had a 5-6 year relationship, you know what, Russ? If you see something, you go ahead and call it. But right now, it's a power struggle in Denver. And I think Hackett is feeling it because he came out and apologized the next day. It's people are like, well, what were you doing? But if Russell does that, now it's going to be conflict. And I think Russell's like, you know what? If you want me off the field, you kick this, I'm going to be around. You're going to be fired. So you go right ahead.
David.
Yeah, I agree with the comment when you juxtapose it with Wilson's comments to the media today. He said, I was at the line of scrimmage ready to go for it. I was already calling a play at the line of scrimmage. So when you hear that,
He should have steamrolled him.
exactly, you got to call a timeout.
Hey, Nate the Great, you're an idiot.
So the fact that he didn't tells you he may not have the power to do it, which is the wrong.
Oh,
See,
ridiculous.
I think he has the power to do it. I think he chose not to. He chose, okay, we're going to do this?
Oh, here's the other one.
Sure.
You know,
You're going to regret this, but you go right ahead.
Since fans here love to boo people who bring them championships, looking at you, Michigan fans, Cade, what did you make of the Seattle fans booing Russ? I was surprised by that.
I was very surprised by that. I thought that they were going to cheer him. I mean, he brought him a title. He made them relevant.
If it was
okay?
Philadelphia, nothing would surprise me. Those people are animals.
Right, but I mean, you know, it's Seattle. I mean, this is a more laid-back type of place.
It's
You should be
Starbucks.
happy.
It's Pearl Jam. It's
But they also have
nerds.
they got the 12th man, which is like you heard. I mean, they
booed his ass.
and it's one of those things that you probably should, but he did win you a title. I think if you win a team a
Damn.
What do
title,
you mean you should? He didn't ask for a trade.
no. But the
Well,
fact that
David,
he no longer plays for the team.
He didn't ask for a trade.
Now you can only imagine what it would be like if the Rams came here.
Oh, my God.
There would be a
Cheered.
parade. It would. You know what it would be? It would be the wedding scene from Coming to America.
You'd have fans lying down before Stafford, allowing him to walk on
Right.
them.
They would get the drum line out there, rose petals.
They'd retire his number
Right.
mid-game.
Right. Just stop the game just for, hey, Matthew, you feeling okay? How's everything going? Like a hotel concert. Hey, you good? You good? All right. Room's good? Bed's good? Okay, good. All right.
Speaking of the Lions, we have an interesting practice update, and I'm filing it under, are we really doing this again?